unloading the meat. 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 I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. I'm unloading the meat. 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 Unloading the meat.
Welcome to the debut episode of Unloading Meat. I am your host, Jared Ralphie Allen. Thank you so much for stopping by. And like I said, this is the debut episode. First of all, thank you. And just to get out of the way, if you are appreciating all of this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. I want this show to turn into a hub for stand-up comedians, entertainers, help. Any oddity in Tulsa or the Tulsa area, if you're coming through here and you just want to show the world truly how unique you really are, I have a platform for you. This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by your favorite mattress company, such as Satva, Purple, hell, even Sealy Posturepedic. Do they even still make that one, Stefano? I don't know. I haven't bought a mattress in quite a while, ever. I usually just get the one left behind from the divorce. And, real talk, it's kind of hard to go back to that same mattress every night. Every night I just wish that I had a sponsorship from a mattress company, such as Satva. And I think that would really help my depression every night. A sponsorship from a mattress company. If you want to help me fight this depression, then message your favorite mattress company and tell them to sponsor Unloading Meat. So I'll shut the fuck up. Now, back to the show. On this debut episode, we're going to keep it short and sweet, guys. I figured the best way for you guys to get to know me was to hear it from somebody that knows me best. We're going to share some stories with one of my good friends, AJ. AJ and me go way back. He came to my neighborhood, I think around in 7th grade, 8th grade. I think that's what we discovered during this podcast. You know, I realized that if I wanted that lump in the bed to go away, I'd either have to switch sides or get a new mattress. And, once again, the show Unloading Meat is not sponsored by your favorite mattress company, but it could be. It could be. If you want to help me fill that lump, not just in my mattress, but here, message your favorite mattress company. Tell them to sponsor Unloading Meat. Now back to the show. Long time no see.
It has been a couple years.
Yeah, man. How you been?
Been pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good, man. Welcome to Unloading Meat. You are the first guest on the show.
I feel honored.
You should. You really should.
Yeah.
How long have we known each other? I met you, it was obviously in middle or elementary school, right? Elementary school or middle school? It was
I think it had to have been elementary.
I think so too, yeah.
'Cause I wasn't here for...
oh, yeah, you were in California, right?
Yeah. I didn't
Stockton?
come here until 8th grade.
8th grade, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was middle school when I met you.
Yeah.
You want to know my first recollection of you, of meeting you? I was scared shitless of you.
Why?
The first time I met you, I walked in, I was taking football, and it was during summer, I believe. I walked in and you were benching.
Yeah.
Big ass dude. I was like 8th grader. Small as shit. I mean, not small as shit. I'm always fat. But you know what I mean. You were in that weight room, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just another random fat.
Yeah, no, I did weights.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I've been scared my whole life for no reason.
Yeah.
Because it haunts my nightmares. We are the product of Dewey Schools
Yeah.
in Oklahoma. Long time. Dewey alumni. Yeah, I know. Dewey was fucked up.
It was.
Very fucked up.
It was.
Do you remember the 4 years I was in high school there? I remember my sophomore year, or no, was it freshman year? We had a coach who we will not name, and getting accused of, let's just say oral sodomy, I think is the legal term. I think that's what you choose for.
Yeah, I think that term works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a student. There's some things in that nest we're not going to touch.
No.
Let's just put it this way, everybody. When those accusations came out and he was arrested and charged, and convicted, there was people that were on the front sidewalks. Bring back our coach. We don't care what he did. He was good at basketball.
They wanted him back.
We don't care if he diddled the kids. He was good at basketball. And he wasn't queer.
Anything for the dub.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
And
in their eyes.
Yeah. And then what? Sophomore year, we had a Spanish teacher that burned down his own Mexican restaurant to try to get the tax money.
Which one was that?
Well, I'm not going to say the name on camera.
Man, I can't remember that one.
Oh, I'll tell you off screen. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, man. That dude was so pissed at me because the first day of class, he tried to do that shit where he's like, you're not going to speak English as soon as you walk in this room. And he had all these like different Spanish phrases around the room. And the first one I saw was como se dice? Or como se dice? How do you say?
Yeah.
And I was like, what does that mean? And he told me. So I just used that in front of everything. And I said that before my English words. Como se dice? I need to go to the bathroom. Como se dice? I want to speak English now. Como se dice? I didn't understand you. That's pretty much what I did the entire school year. So I'm not saying I helped him burn his
I know who you're
restaurant.
talking about.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you get the
about
bastard I'm talking about, right?
I actually remember being in his class one time, and a fellow student of ours, I won't name names, but he wasn't exactly the smartest one in the bunch, decided to take one of those metal things off of a pen and stick it in the light socket just randomly, and it sent his ass flying like 4 feet out of his chair. I swear to God, dude.
And then what else did we have in that school year? We had the principal shoot a student. Didn't it happen?
Yeah.
We had I think it was like a former student that got drunk or he was on drugs or something like that.
I don't know if he was a former student.
He was a former student. He went to Dewey.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what they said in the papers. I remember this shit because
I never knew the guy.
I was mortified, but then I didn't know what was the time frame. It's kind of like 9/11. You didn't know what the time frame was on when it's acceptable to laugh at.
Yeah.
For me, it was immediately because I didn't like the principal.
Dude, you know what wasn't?
What?
You know it didn't have a time limit?
What?
The amount of people who walked up to him after it happened and was like, "Did you kill a guy?"
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like,
because
I think I was one of them, but
yeah.
I was kind of an asshole. But I'm pretty sure there were others who did it as well.
We're getting it all out here on Unloading Meat, everybody.
Yeah.
On our debut episode.
Yeah, we are.
We're just showing in the first like 5 minutes that we're just horrible human beings here.
It's just like
horrible.
a little kid kill somebody. It's bad. It's really bad.
Well, we should specify or clarify so we don't get a lawsuit on it.
Really, it was
allegedly, from what the papers were saying, the kid was drunk or on some type of substance, and he was in his whitey tighties. He thought he was at his house, but he was one street over, and he thought the door was locked, so he tried to climb in through the window.
Yeah.
And the problem was he climbed into his principal's window, and his daughters were sleeping there and stuff, and the principal blew him away with a shotgun because it was a trespasser.
Yeah.
And then he woke up and realized it was a former student.
I heard he crawled in through the window and was undressing as he was going up the stairs.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to his bedroom.
You know the irony of it?
And
is around the time that Little John song came on, and he got spread from the windows to the wall. Too soon?
A little too soon.
Too soon? Oh.
No, it's not too soon.
Okay, yeah.
I guess, yeah, it is. I don't know.
We'll add a in memoriam.
I've never been good on gauging how long of a time limit that is.
I know. It's kind of like the Oklahoma City bombing. Like, we grew up with that shit here in Oklahoma. Like, that was 95, 96,
Yeah,
95.
I was in California at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I even talked about it over then.
So, like, I remember that. And, like, one of my jokes I open with, it's like, I just go with, like, anybody remember, or anybody wonder if Timothy McVeigh was just really bad at Jenga?
Yeah, which I found that one to be pretty good.
I was, 6 when that happened? 7? I don't know. I'm not really wanting to date myself on this podcast, really. Although you can already see the gray hair.
Yeah.
Carpet matches the drapes already. This episode is not brought to you by your favorite razor for your no-do parts. Down there just looks like Seth Rogen from that movie about the pickle. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, if you want to help my love life, or simply wish for me to stop talking about my pubic hair, then message your favorite razor company, like Manscaped, and tell them to sponsor Unloading Meat. Now back to the show. What about you? I see the gray coming in on your beard.
Yeah, it is. It's coming in a lot, but I don't know what to do about it.
We
Whatever.
grew up in a fucked up time, man. I
We did.
mean, there was shit that happened even outside of school, man. Remember a friend that asked you if water was a natural
I
lubricant?
do remember that. Yes.
Yeah. That fucker. That
Yeah.
weird fucker.
Yeah. What a weird fucker.
Yeah. Sexual assault's not cool, guys.
Yeah.
We'll put a little banner up or something like that. Yeah.
What a piece.
Of shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
how you been, man?
I've been good.
Been good?
Yeah.
You catch up on
I've
any
just been,
TV shows or anything lately?
yeah, I've been watching. All the major ones, of course.
Like what?
Last of Us recently.
Last of Us? Oh. Tell me more. Tell me more. Because Daddy likes Last of Us.
I love it.
I love
It's
Last
good.
of Us. I was curious how people were going to react to the girl that plays Ellie.
I was too.
Because
I knew she did good in Game of Thrones.
she was
as her
fantastic in Game of
role,
Thrones. And she's
but
like, what, 9?
Her role also in Game of Thrones to me wasn't a big one.
No, because she had like, what,
So-
2 scenes and then she died?
Yeah, pretty much.
And she was like a 9-year-old actress? Like, what the fuck do you want from her, people?
A couple scenes, like through a couple episodes, that added up to like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know how she might not be good as Ellie, but after the first episode, I was like, oh yeah, she works.
Yeah. And they've
I
really
like
done a lot to, like, address her 5 head, too.
Yeah. Holy shit, that took me a second.
I'm not body shaming, guys.
Oh, I was trying to think of which one.
I look who like Brendan Fraser is trying to get an Oscar for. Okay, I'm not body shaming anybody.
No.
The Whale in theaters now. Well, you know what? We look like the 2 guys that they fucking wheel in on those motorcycles to get a Guinness Book of World Records every 5
do.
years.
We
We just need to
do.
get some sunglasses and some mopeds, man.
Oh my god. Just Cartman on the 2 wheels down the street.
Yeah, having everyone just to carry your ginormous balls, right?
Just a potato.
A potato.
It would just be potatoes
Why?
in the carts.
Why would there be potatoes?
I don't know. I'm thinking about potatoes for some reason.
Are you hungry?
No.
Did you grow up in Idaho?
Maybe.
Were you sexually assaulted by like a tater tot or
His
something?
name was Spudsy.
Spuds McKinsey?
Yeah.
So you're into bestiality?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn it. I got my
I
hopes
hate
up for a second.
furries.
Why? Let's talk about it.
No. I don't want to talk
Why
about
don't want to talk about furries?
I hate furries because you said bestiality and that reminded me of furries.
Are you yippy, AJ?
Oh my god.
Do you remember that? If you're not knowing what we're referencing, Stefano, you know what I'm referencing. The Everlasting Snow Mew. Look it up, guys.
Oh,
It'll haunt your dreams and nightmares.
yeah. I showed that to you actually.
You showed,
didn't I?
yeah, you showed that
Yeah.
to me. Do you remember when I invited you to my apartment when I lived in Tulsa for our party with
I do.
with my gay roommate?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember what happened with said gay roommate? Let me set the scene for you guys.
No, I don't.
I was living in Tulsa with a gay roommate. I'm not saying that was his only identity. I'm just saying he was my gay roommate because the first night I met him, we went through Wendy's drive-thru, and then he told me he was gay, but he wasn't into me. And then I was offended because I was like, well, but why? So that's why he's my gay roommate, because now I'm hurt. But I suck dick now, so it's okay. So my gay roommate and me hosted a party, and we had a whole bunch of people, and I invited you because you were one of my friends that I knew that wasn't in town.
Yeah.
But you went up there, and I'm already giggling about it. Do you remember the MySpace?
I do. I remember leaving it logged in.
Yeah, you got up there, and we had a few drinks. You got into your MySpace back in the day and
I
left it
remember
logged
that.
in. And then we're not going to name any names, but said gay roommate knew that you were coming and wanted to test how much gayness you could take. And he told me, I don't know if I've ever told you this part of the story. He told me that he was going to put you to a test.
I
He
didn't
likes
know
to fuck
this.
with straight people.
Yeah.
So the thing that he did is while you were sitting on the couch, he invited one of our mutual friends into the bedroom with him.
I remember. I know where you're going with
You
this.
know where this is going.
Yeah.
You know where this is going.
Yeah.
And then about 30 minutes later, you hear a lot of screaming in that bedroom
Yep.
and a cussing and yelling. A lot of shit's going on in there. And the room gets kind of quiet, and I turn down the music in the room. The door busts open, and there goes that mutual friend, handcuffed, jeans around his fucking ankles, falling over right next to you on the couch.
Yeah.
Just like plop right there. Just right there.
Yep.
You're looking down at him, shocked as shit, drunk. And here comes my gay roommate with a fucking loaded gun in just his boxers and goes, "Get back in here. Get back in here." And he grabs him by the jeans and he drags him back into the bedroom and slams the door and locks it.
I remember that.
And you looked at me with fear. Fucking fear. That's a scared.
I was worried
most
it was
scared.
that kind of party. I was like,
What kind of party did you think I was inviting you to?
I'd fuck if I know. It's Tulsa.
The next thing
Anything
I know,
could
you
fucking
ran
happen.
out of the room. You left.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You left, AJ. I remember you left.
Yeah.
So much. You left so fast that you forgot to log out of your MySpace.
Yeah. I forgot.
And what happened to said MySpace, AJ?
Oh, it got trashed.
So, I'll set the scene, guys. AJ's driving back home, and this is back in the days before iPhones and smartphones, right, guys? This is MySpace. So
Just a razor phone.
we start fucking with his MySpace hardcore. I'm changing the background music back in the day. When you go to the MySpace, it would just automatically play some random song you could set. It was annoying as shit. You couldn't fucking surf it quietly anywhere. It's kind of like when you open up TikTok right now. It's annoying. We changed his background song to the Golden Girls theme song. We started putting status updates saying, it's time I finally just admitted and stopped living a lie. And we just started making all these like coming out status updates. I almost said his name. Gay roommate was helping with this. I hope you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was.
I'm sure it was a group effort.
And then, okay, we're caught up now. The audience is caught up. What happened on that road back to home, AJ?
Suddenly, my phone started blowing the fuck up with text messages.
Oh, why?
And
Why so?
I looked down at my phone while I'm driving, and I've got texts from like 3 or 4 girls that I hadn't talked to in a while. And they're all like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I'm like, "Fucking tell you what?" And she was like, "Why didn't you tell me that you were that way?" And what do you mean? Like, I'm texting this while driving 80 down the fucking highway. And then, like, it took like 5 minutes for me to get it out of her of what the fuck was going on. I was just kept saying, like, "What are you talking about?" And she wouldn't fucking get it clear. And then finally she's like, "You just came out on MySpace." And what? And then fucking, so I'm just like, "Oh no, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't fucking sign out. That motherfucker." So I called you up and was like, "Motherfucker, get off my fucking MySpace." I say the F word a lot. But
Especially when you're coming out.
oh my God. So there I was, right? Balls deep in this guy's ass. Balls deep. So I says, "What the hell?" I give him a reach around. I reach around. Fucker's already hard. I says, "Gee, what a
Wrong.
So moving.
Anyway.
Oh. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to Unloading Meat. I'm Jared Ralphie Allen. We're sitting here with AJ, my longtime friend. AJ, thank you for being here on this first episode, man. It's really means a lot. Helps me get this started up.
Yeah,
Setting the tone.
problem.
You're the first guest, man. You should feel honored.
I do.
That drink
do.
making you feel a little tipsy?
No, not really.
Not really? Not feeling it?
No.
How'd you like the ice cube?
That was pretty good.
Yeah?
A D12.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
guys.
that before.
I spare no expense for my guests. You hear me? Yes? I spare no expense. This man
Oh.
loves Dungeons and Dragons, nerdy shit. Look at this. This whole room is practically just saying vaginas dry up here.
No, I'm not that much into comics. But
So what?
Or
Now you're
com-
shaming?
or comic book heroes.
You're
No,
shaming?
I'm just telling you, it's
You're
one
shame-
thing I'm not a whole total thing in.
Why are you shaming me?
I'm not shaming you.
It sounded an awful lot like shame.
Maybe it is.
Stefano, shut the fuck up over there. So what are things are you into now? I haven't talked to you in a little bit. You said Last of Us, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
What else? What is AJ watching now besides Last of Us and porn?
I mean, really anything that looks interesting, from anything like Mostly sci-fi and shit.
Sci-fi.
Like, The Witcher was good.
Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher was good. Sad that we're losing
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Yeah.
How do you feel about that shit? That thing is so interesting.
It
that whole
is.
shit. So he leaves Witcher, right? Right. That's what I'm getting. I didn't watch the show. I watched the first season. I haven't caught up on 2 seasons, right? And then they had the prequel, or the spinoff.
Yeah, and then season 3 is coming.
Yeah, and then they have Luke Hemsworth
soon.
coming in, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
He's gonna be 4. He's gonna be in 4.
He's doing 4. So Henry Cavill's finished 3, and they're coming out with
from
3.
what I understand. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Stefano will fact check that and fix it on the screen later. He's my bitch. It's the best Craigslist can buy, man. That was very interesting because he left The Witcher to come back to be Superman for the DC universe, so that they could try to save Black Adam. Did you watch Black Adam?
Yeah. I watched Black
Did
Adam.
you suffer through it? I got halfway through it. I love you, Dwayne. I love you, bro. But goddamn, that movie was atrocious.
I went all the way through it.
That was the Duke Nukem Forever of movies that it took 10 years to fucking make, and you got it, and you're like, God damn, this was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
When the best part of your movie is fucking Pierce Brosnan and CGI,
Yeah.
that's like Benedict Cumberbatch grinding his dick on the fucking Hobbit. Like, that was the best part of those last 2 movies was Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
He method acted a fucking dragon, and then we had to suffer through that dude with the shit in his tits. Remember the mayor's fucking assistant in the Hobbits?
Oh, yeah.
That dude was so annoying. I hated those movies. I loved Lord of the Rings. I love the first 3 Lord of the Rings movies. I hated the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, the Hobbit movies weren't exactly... There was a lot of shit wrong with them.
Well, it's like they had, one book to try to
Turned
split
into
over 3
3.
movies, and then they
Yeah.
lost Guillermo del Toro halfway through, and then Peter Jackson, after he got his weight loss and lost all of his sense of humor and, I don't know, patience,
Yeah.
was just forced into making those 3 movies, and they just threw everything against CGI.
Yeah, pretty much. It was... I don't know. Lord of the Rings was amazing, like you said, but I remember the Hobbit cartoon from the 70s.
Yeah, that British one?
I think so.
They talk British. They all talk British.
Yeah, they talk British and everything, and it had like musicals in it. And
Dude,
shit.
we're fucking American. Anything with an accent, we're like, oh, it's fucking fancy.
Yeah, fucking Australian, British.
I know I'm the bi one, but you got to talk into the mic. It's like a cock. You got to actually get your mouth right around it. Don't be shy.
So,
Oh God! Don't try to turn me on. This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by someone like Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet. Man, I really wish I had a new wallet, Stefano. Mine's falling apart over here. It's like held together by dreams and duct tape. And it's pretty empty as it is. Man, if I had a company like Ridge sponsoring this show, guys, you wouldn't have to hear these horrible, horrible fake ads. So if you want to make that happen, reach out to your favorite company like Ridge and tell them to sponsor the show, Unloading Meat. Anyway, back to the show. That's just an awkwardness. Sorry. What? Get quiet now?
what? No, I'm just thinking.
What do you think? Okay.
Australian accents
Let's talk about it.
and British accents.
What's your favorite? Well, if we had
Probably
to rank,
British.
if we had to rank top 5 British accents, Cockney?
No, not Cockney. What's the other one? I can't even remember what they're called. One of the ones on the left side.
Imperialist.
Yeah, Imperialist works. There we
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Imperialist. That's the other thing I'm into right now is Star Wars. All the Star Wars shit coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you watched The Mandalorian?
I have watched The Mandalorian.
Oh.
I actually just rewatched Book of Boba Fett last week.
Yeah. I didn't care for Book of Boba Fett, personally. I mean, I call it Mandalorian 2.5.
The last 3 episodes are fantastic.
Yeah. Because the
Mandalorian's
Mandalorian's in
in
it.
it.
The
Yeah.
Mandalorian, yeah.
The more that they get away from those fucking Rubbermaid mixer scooter people.
Oh my God. The car chase, man. Or the speeder chase where they're going
What are those
like,
called? Those fucking mixers that every housewife has on their fucking counter. What are those? The mixers that has like all the different attachments. Is it Rubbermaid or
Oh, yeah. Fuck, Tupperware.
no, not Tupperware. It's
No?
the fucking mixer. Anyway.
What's the
Oh,
mixer?
Stefano, can you bring it up? What we got? We'll add it in post because Stefano can't do his fucking job. What are we doing?
Are you talking about a swinger party?
Why am I talking about a swinger party in Star
A
Wars?
mixer party.
A
I
mixer?
don't know. What
oh.
are you fucking talking about?
No, I'm talking about those fucking speeder bikes in the book of
Oh,
Boba
yes.
Fett.
Yeah.
KitchenAid mixer. That's
they do
what
look like KitchenAid mixers. Okay, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is what they're modeled after. Holy shit. I think that blue one's like the same exact shade.
these freaking bikes right here.
I don't know who designed them.
I don't know, but that's all I can think about. Is those damn,
Maybe they were
those
like,
damn Rubbermaid. Or
maybe
those
they were like,
KitchenAid
well,
mixers.
George Lucas based some props off stuff from the 50s. We can do the same thing. And they fucking grab a mixer.
And the worst part is every action scene with them looked horrible. It looked like that
Yeah.
KitchenAid mixer was just going down the street. Just da-da.
Like the high-speed chase that they have. They mean it to be dangerous.
Like Ming Na Wen ran faster than those fucking things.
Yeah, they were going like 20 miles per hour, maybe 15. And they're like trying to make it be all daring and death-defying.
I know.
Like, it's like two grandmas racing down the fucking aisle at Walmart trying to get to that last fucking bag of whatever.
Blue milk.
Yeah, blue milk. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the less that they got, they spent time on those, and then the freaking Bactha tanks, or was it Bactha? It's Bactha, right?
Yeah, the Bacta.
Bacta. Yeah, you're more nerdy on Star Wars culture than I am.
Oh, yeah, I'm very nerdy on Star Wars culture.
I love Star
Like,
Wars, but
sadly
like
so.
you're hardcore.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hardcore about the lore that's come up from it, really. Like, that's what gets me.
Get you what?
It's excited about it.
Are you
Shut up. It's probably the only toy in here you can kill somebody with.
Yeah. Besides some of the replica weapons and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah.
We start getting in there and like the blade sword and stuff like that, and it gets a little dicey.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And like all these transformers and stuff, like those things are huge.
Yeah. This was pretty much my COVID way of coping. So like 2020 was really fucking hard for me. I kind of lost everything. I don't know if you noticed or remember.
Yeah.
Like it was a pretty dark period. Lost my job, lost the whole, I mean, not just the job, the career. Then got COVID really bad when it started, like in March.
Yeah.
Well, flashback, I actually had started a new job and was in training, and then I got COVID and we shut down for it. And then they didn't have a job for me when I came back from my training after I got better.
That was that 3-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I kind of just lost myself for a while. Depression and shit just took over for a while. And I mean, it was a pretty dark part. Like, fucking marriage went away. You got to go through a lot of shit to come out on the other side, man.
Man, yeah. I
Shit's
was
rough.
nuts hearing about that.
It was a difficult time. I mean, things are looking up, though. I mean, the bright side, we got, the show now? The kids are doing good. Stand-up's doing great. I love doing stand-up every weekend.
That's what I've heard. I heard that you were doing really good on there. Like, you went down there finally.
Yeah, man.
And then
dude,
just popped off.
I gotta say, guys, freaking anxiety's a bitch.
Yeah.
Anxiety is a freaking bitch. I was getting to the point, man, where like I would have anxiety. I remember before I was doing stand-up, one of my ways of just performing and getting out. I mean, you remember I would do karaoke.
Mm-hmm. Over at that pub.
Yeah, the pub. I did karaoke every Friday.
Yeah.
And guys, if you ever wanted to get into stand-up, I just gotta say, karaoke is a great way to get some exposure on a stage a little bit, and kind of just, if you don't, just go up there and go, I read the lyrics like this, and I don't really know what I'm doing. This is awkward. Why did I sign up? Oh, my friends tried to make me sign up. Let's do it up there and go do the song together, guys. As long as you don't do that kind of shit, and you actually try to take it seriously and like perform to the drunks that are out there, you can kind of get a little bit of experience of what it's like to be on stage and kind of get some of those jitters out of the way.
Yeah.
I found that was really helpful. But like,
I did that once.
yeah.
And I don't know if it was the best song for it.
You did Freaker's Ball, right?
Yeah, from Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking was it
Freaking it.
the Freaker's Ball.
Bow,
Don't get us
bow.
copyright struck.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
The YouTubes won't like that. Sorry, boss.
Yeah.
I'm not implying that YouTube is our, slave owners, masters, overlords. But, we'll just treat it like the war in Ukraine and just move on. Act like it's over there and we're not talking about it. Right, America? Right?
God, it's been like a year for that. Have you seen that Reddit page for combat footage
No.
where it's got like actual video from people on the ground there, like civilians that are living there, and they're filming it, and like a bomb explodes like 20 feet in front of them, like gunshots start ripping off.
Question: Is any of this? Is it funny footage? Like, is there like a Benny Hill soundtrack behind it? Like,
you could add that.
Okay, I'm just saying if it's not, I don't know if I'll subscribe to that on Reddit because, like I said, I just got over major depression and anxiety issues. I don't need to see kids getting ripped apart and shit. I'm just saying.
No, I mean you don't really see like that kind of graphic shit.
Well, that's the way you advertised it, motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Like
the first words
you see dead bodies, but it's not like
Are they
they're not
sexy
zoomed
dead bodies?
in on freaking all the gore. I swear to God.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by a famous game like Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. I've never played it, but boy, if they sponsor this show, I might give it a try. Hopefully. It really depends, Stefano, on what the contract says, like how long I have to play it. I've heard good things. Have you heard good things? Nobody cares about your opinion. Anyway, if you are sick of these fake ads, make sure that you reach out to people like Raid Shadow Legends and tell them to sponsor the show Unloading Meat, and they'll be replaced soon. Anyway, back to the show.
You know what else I'm ready for?
What?
Motherfucking Hogwarts Legacies.
Dude, I am so pumped for that.
Like, oh man, like it sucks it's not multiplayer, but single player it looks like it'll be amazing anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the new Skyrim probably.
It's gonna be the new Bully.
Yeah, that's more of a.
It looks like Skyrim Bully had a baby.
Yeah, it does.
And somehow J.K. Rowling is against it.
Yeah. Oh, good old J.K.
Too bad she can't take a J.K.
No.
What? Wrong bathroom? Not at my Hogwarts. I thought that's what the room requirement was for, J.K. She really was a Slytherin, wasn't she? Fucking cunt. So, like, you don't watch wrestling, right?
Not really.
You know what AEW is?
Yeah.
AEW is my shit. Like hardcore AEW fan. AEW is the counter. It's the newer company to WWE.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Storylines make sense. It's a lot more edgy. I mean, they're bringing in Mexican wrestlers, Japanese wrestling. Every show is like, we're gonna put on like 10 smorgasbord greatest matches you'll ever see in your life. Every show, and it's just like, and then they have like long term storylines that are like go like for 2 years. Like you have a character like that cowboy over there, Hangman Page. Had like a story arc that lasted like 2 years of him seeing if he's like good enough to be a world champion. And like you're invested the entire way, like you'd be watching like a Game of Thrones or something like that. Like it's long-term storytelling. They don't treat the audiences like idiots. The action and the wrestling is fucking phenomenal shit. Like top awesome shit. It's just it's got this like punk rock, indie rock feel when you watch a show or something like that. You're just like, it's electric. Like the atmosphere is awesome. It's pretty cool. Like even Kevin Smith went. Jay and Silent Bob went to their show once. Yeah. And they never watched wrestling.
Were they their character? No, they just watching?
When when Jay and Silent Bob reboot came out, they were in the front row promoting it. They were in the AEW show for like one of the first shows.
Oh, okay.
And they were there, and like Kevin Smith was even like, "Holy crap, this is awesome!" That's why Chris Jericho was in that movie, because Jericho was AEW, and then he shows up as a KKK guy in Kevin Smith's movie. He has like a freaking white hood on and everything. That's Chris Jericho's cameo in that movie.
I mean, hey, it's a cameo.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my big thing. I thought it
would be cool if they showed up as their wrestler or their superhero characters from the comic books in the
like Blunt Man and Chronic?
Yeah, Blunt Man and Chronic. And then they like fucking wrestled another tag team and like beat their ass or something. That would have been funny.
Kevin Smith lost a lot of weight. Action Bronson had a match a couple months ago.
Damn, really?
Yeah, he wrestled with a tag team with Hook. Do you remember Taz in WWE?
No. I don't think so. Wait, maybe.
Taz, Survive I Let You. He had like the orange. Cypress Hill had a theme song for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember from the theme song, yeah.
His son, he trained, his name Hook, and he uses Action Bronson's theme, one of his songs for his theme song. And Action Bronson came out and did a tag team match with him in New York a couple months ago.
There you
and
go.
Actually was awesome. Like really, really good. But yeah, that's my latest thing, guys. We'll be right back.
The starting lineup for your world champion, Elite Squad. A 220 guard from Tokyo, Carl Anderson. The man in the middle, Nick Trickshot Jackson. A forward at 6'6" from Rancho Cucamonga, Mr. Instant Replay, Matt Jackson. And the only person in this match from North Carolina, Kenny Air.
I'm sorry, I was mesmerized by
Goons vs. Goons in Space Jam: A New Legacy, now available in theaters and streaming on HBO Max.
Promoting Space Jam.
I liked that one.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. And I know you're probably wondering, probably thinking to yourself, man, this ad break looks and sounds an awful lot like the other one, but without the hat. And you know what? You're a little right. But you're also forgetting that I changed glasses. Nice. Anyway, if you're tired of these fake ads, reach out to your favorite companies like Raid Shadow Legends. Tell them to sponsor this podcast, Unloading Meat, and we'll get back to the show. And I'm just taking over full of this because Stefano can't do this on his own. I'm just
Yelling at the child.
I'm sorry.
But you have to sit there awkwardly while they do it.
It's all right, kids.
Like-
Just eat dinner. Just eat dinner.
Like
I
I
don't
want
wanna
to
eat.
join in because I agree with you, but at the same time, it's not my child, and so I mean,
Just eat your green beans,
he
John.
doesn't work for me.
Just eat your green beans, Timmy. I don't want to
Yeah.
eat my green beans. There's my family breaking up. No,
Yeah, like-
no. We'll get a new mommy.
That's why your dad. Never mind. I'm not going.
And like I said, we'll get a new mommy. Stefano will leave soon.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's our first episode, and he's already failed like 4 times whenever I've tried to give him the hint that I need a video clip pulled up or
Yeah.
something. And you messed up on your drink earlier. You messed up. What else did you mess up on? I'm just going to blame the weather on you. Like, we were supposed to record like 2 hours ago, and it's fucking snowing outside. I'm just going to blame that on you, too. Like, fucking, god damn it.
Which one is it that has the the gay one? It's like a gay wrestling group.
A gay wrestling group?
I think they're I don't know if they're gay or not. One of them's gay. They wear pink, and their manager guy's called like
Oh, you talking
Big
about
Daddy or some
You
shit.
talking about Billy and Chuck back in the day? And their
No,
manager
this was recent.
This was recent?
Yeah, there's a group. They came out. They're like wearing like you know, like chaps with nothing else and shit like that. They're wearing pink and stuff, and like their manager was called like Big Daddy or some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
dude.
serious.
What
Like
kind of
a
fantasy
friend
have
of
you
mine. No, a friend of mine was watching wrestling like a couple months ago, or like 2 months ago, and he saw them and showed it to me on YouTube, and I can't remember what the hell they're called. Like, oh,
Them?
that's them right there. Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about the Acclaimed?
yeah, them, them.
I mean, one of them is gay, and one of them, I mean, I would, okay,
Well, like, what's their manager's name?
Daddy Ass.
That's it, Daddy Ass.
I could see.
I mean, come on.
There's, I mean, I could see how you might be
Like, I thought it was a gay wrestling group. I was like,
they do wear pink, and there's Daddy Ass, and then their famous thing is they like to scissor.
yeah, see.
And our opponents, the AEW World Tag Team Champions,
The rapper. They do a different one.
Antiquated, young, messed up like Andrew Tate did. And you can never stop the rain. TNA means total non-stopper.
Yeah, like, it was good. Like, when he showed it to me, but I literally thought that the actual thing would be like
Taz, last week after the Acclaimed dropped their latest music video, it seemed to get under the skin of Jeff Jarrett, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, not even.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
No,
You didn't feel anything?
felt weird.
Oh. First time's rough.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Acclaimed. Interesting thing about them is, like, both those guys were not tag team wrestlers before this. They were, like, enhancement or tryout wrestlers on what they call
Yeah,
Dark.
that's what I heard.
And they got thrown together by Tony Khan and put together, and it just clicked. And just fucking lightning in a bottle, and they've been running rampant for like a year.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me about it when he showed me that clip from.
And then Daddy Ass is Billy Gunn from WWE. He used to be Mr. Ass.
Yeah,
or Badass Billy Gunn.
That's why he.
Yeah, so now he's Daddy Ass.
Told me about that one.
And the reason he's Daddy Ass is his sons wrestle now, and they're the Gun Club. So he's the Daddy Gun. So that turned into Daddy Ass. Everything makes sense if you actually follow the logic of it.
I'll take your word for it.
Now I don't quite know how the scissoring comes together with them being homosexual.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, guys. Like we said,
No,
I take a shot in the mouth every other week. Jury's still out on this guy. That was just that one time, right?
No.
Everybody gets so choked up when I start talking like that. Choked up. The name of my autobiography. That's my Grindr profile name. I just gotta say, gay dudes on Grindr. Well, have you been on Grindr?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Shocking. Here, I got your profile right here.
I don't know how they got that picture.
I had to use widescreen. Anyway, gay dudes on Grindr are like cats, man. Like, they only care about themselves, and like when you least expect it, they're just gonna show you their asshole. Like, just immediately, like, look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Stefano, I'm sorry if I turned you on over there. Yeah, I didn't forget you're over there. But dude, if you ever want to see like the absolute worst of a town, not that there's anything wrong with what's on there, but you get to see some creepy motherfuckers on there. Just
Where?
Grindr.
Oh, yeah. I mean, same for like fucking
I mean, I guess
Tinder
any app.
and
Yeah, Tinder,
all that
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
But you know, on Tinder, I'm not being asked to go pick them up to do coke deals.
True.
This dude's like, "Hey, I'll blow you if you give me a ride to the local gas station. I got a deal." I'm like, block. I mean, after I cleaned up.
Yeah, naturally.
Naturally. I will say, door dashing before in the past, I had some weird door dashes back when I did it.
Yeah.
Dude, the weirdest one had a shop and save, whatever that's called, where you had to go and shop for the customer and pick it up.
Yeah.
So I went to this Walgreens and I had one item, and it was a vibrating pleasure toy. It was a sex toy. They wanted me to go shop for it and pay for it, go through the checkout, and go drop it off to their house. And so I'm in Walgreens, check it out, and I'm like, this is the weirdest DoorDash I've ever done in my life. And the dude's like, I've never seen that either. I was like, should I message them and ask if they need lube or something? Like, or a spotter?
How much KY do you have?
AJ, it's usually towards this end of the segment that we, or the end of the show, that we're going to start doing a new segment called The Preheat.
Let's do it.
The Preheat. Ooh, it's hot! So on The Preheat, AJ, you grew up fat. I grew up fat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that come with being fat, and one of those is hopefully a sense of humor, because they're going to pick on you guys. They really are. And growing up fat, I learned to make fun of myself. Think of the jokes first, takes the power away. So that's what The Preheat's for, guys. If you want to make fun of my fat ass, you know, for example, think of like, you know, my haircut reminds you if I like mixed up The Last Samurai and The Last Supper. I don't know. Have at it. I've thought of them all. But if you think of some good burns for me and you want to be on The Preheat, send them to unloadingmeat@gmail.com. Subject preheat. But here's the catch, guys. If you want to be on the show, there's some criteria for this. I'll read your burns online. I'll let you ridicule me, make fun of me. Laugh all you want, fuckers. But if you want to be on the show and want me to broadcast it, you got to include a picture of yourself and allow me to retort. Do you think that's fair?
I think it's very fair.
I think we can have some fun with this.
Little tit for tat, you know.
Little tit for tat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, on that note, AJ, do you have any final things you want to talk about on the podcast?
I mean, not really.
I just want to say thank you for bringing it on here, man. It really means a lot. Like we
Yeah,
had
no
some fun
problem,
today. Hopefully you had fun.
Yeah, I did.
I had a good time.
It's
Guys,
just good catching up, you know.
yeah, man, stay in touch. Let's do this more often. You can come on anytime you want, man.
Maybe we can bring some other people,
Yeah,
some other mutual people that we know.
yeah, and hopefully not the ones that sexually assaulted me when I was 13.
Yeah, no. This is a podcast, not a snuff film.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching this interview with AJ. Thank you, and have a good one. Hey guys, this is Unloading Meat. AJ was the first guest on the show, and we're gonna start a tradition where the guests sign the door. So AJ, take it away. Where would you like to sign? You're the debut. Go easy. It's a virgin door.
Right up here in this little supple corner.
We'll add this in post. Thank you very much.
I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat.